Hello, Chris Green here with the Flood Insurance Guru, and today we're talking about how a first year's flood insurance premium could lead to a lifetime of hurt. We're seeing this a lot right now where someone gets a cheap rate on this house, someone gets a high rate on this house. You know, Pretty big difference there. So, of course, the customer thinks they have a great deal. But then, guess what? 12 months later, they get the renewal in the mail. Rate goes up 100%, 200%, 300%. Now they're in a situation where they can't afford their mortgage, or possibly in a situation where they can't even sell the property anymore. Wouldn't it have been nice had known something like this was going to happen? Well, there are many ways to be able to forecast possibly that something like this is going to happen. We see people get cheap flood insurance quotes every day, but what people don't tell them is maybe if it's a private company, hey, what percentage of policies in this area are being non-renewed by this insurance company, or what changes is FEMA making over the next 12 to 24 months that could have a massive impact on my property and my rate. It's just recently we had a customer who got a pretty cheap quote on a property. What they didn't realize though was this particular carrier had a 90% non-renewal rate. And what that meant was the next option available was a difference of $4,000. This property was negative 5 feet on their elevation, but nobody had really shown them that, helping them understand, hey, here's what's going to happen long term. So this is really something you want to pay attention to if you get a cheap first year quote. There's many companies that we call buying the market, so they can capture that policy. Then the next year they may non-renew it. They may increase it 200, 300%. Or even if a loss occurs, they may not cover a lot of it because of how below grade it is, how a negative elevation might be compared to the base flood elevation. So these are all things you want to pay attention to. Look at that elevation certificate. Look at the base flood elevation. Look at the lowest adjacent grade. Look at the servicing equipment. Look at the top of the bottom floor, the top of the highest floor. Compare it. See how far below. Once you get past negative 1 foot, things can get difficult. So that's what we wanted to talk about today. So if you've got questions about how to protect yourself when getting these quotes and understanding, hey, what am I looking at for the next 3 to 5 years? Can I lock my rate in for the next 3 to 5 years, like on a property like this? Click below to visit our website, floodinsuranceguru.com. Remember, we have an educational background in flood mitigation, which means we're here to help you understand flood risks like this right here, your flood insurance, and mitigating your property long term. Thank you.